Robbie, for example, I've got to deal with him. I cannot buy it subject to. Anybody have a guess why I can't buy it subject to?
The rates.
Good guess, but wrong. Kevin, don't be giving people the answer, dog. You obviously are the only one that has the answer. Nope. Good guess, though, because normally if it's an FHA, what do I have to do, Luciano? Self-perform, but I can still buy it subject to, can't I? I just can't go through a title company.
Entitlement issues there?
Interesting. Robbie, do you know why?
The down payment assistance.
Down payment assistance. Okay, so when the homeowner originally purchased the house, who gave him the down payment assistance? Was it the city of Mesa?
I believe so.
Okay, so the city of Mesa gave this gentleman down payment assistance.
For 5 years.
Right, but when did he buy this house? Like 6 months ago?
Oh, dude.
Right, so he's got 4.5 years that we don't want to transfer that deed and interrupt that.
You could probably support it.
So what we're doing is, how am I buying it? I'm in the state of Arizona, so how am I going to acquire that property and have control of it without having the deed transferred in my name?
Yeah.
Right, in Arizona we don't call them land contracts. But Florida calls them land contracts, a lot of other states call them, Arizona we call them agreement for sale. So I'm acquiring that on an agreement for sale. Okay, so I'm not assigning that or wrapping that deal, number one, because the seller was overly concerned about that. And number two, I'm buying the house for one very weird reason. I'm going to let my employees stay in the house when they're in town. Okay, because our guest house is constantly overflowed. So there's reasons to buy certain things. Okay, but I could have assigned that to an end buyer. I could have taken that agreement for sale and assigned that to an end buyer and had them just execute on the agreement for sale. Okay? So this is what's going to happen. You guys are going to be getting tons of sub-2 and seller finance opportunities and novations. On novations, if I'm telling you not to fix and flip, then what should you be doing with a novation? You should be assigning it. Okay? And on a seller finance and a sub-2 deal, you should be spending a lot more time over the next 18 to 24 months assigning. Sarah?
With assigning, is it just like a regular?
A regular assignment deal? So we have a creative assignment document. Okay, it works mechanically the same way, but our documents are a little bit different. Okay? I challenge you to go get one, and I'll walk you through it. Okay? Other students in here have all assigned sub-2 and seller finance deals. In fact, have you guys assigned one of those to me? Or we're doing one right now. You guys are having one of your sellers put a loan against my personal house.
Yeah, we're keeping that.
That's gangster. Yeah, the seller wants security. He wants to have leverage, right? So he's like, I'll seller finance to you, but I don't know you from Adam. So do you guys have something I can secure like a promissory note to? And the Bash brothers have big muscles, but they don't have big banks yet. And so we were on a Zoom, and I go, just use my house. Just use my house as collateral. So we're putting his seller in like 18th position or something. He's in. I have a sub-2 loan on my house for 1.2. I owe Jerry Norton a seller finance loan for 800, and then Molly just loaned me $200,000 on a multifamily deal, and she was like, the seller won't let me secure a lien against that property. What do you want me to do? I go, put it against one of my houses. She's like, can I put it on your house? I go, sure. So I got a third position loan. So now your seller's like, I'll do it against Pace's house. So he's in fourth position. But I got like $1 million in equity. He's fine. Go ahead.
When you're talking about wholesale of a wrap, you would have a wrap buyer already, and you're
Technically, in that situation, it may not even be a wrap, right? Because where does it become a wrap? It becomes a wrap when I take something of somebody else's and I wrap my own profit and my own equity on top of that, and that becomes a wrap, right? If I'm not wrapping equity and cash flow into that deal, and I'm just taking a sub-2 and assigning it to an end buyer, then I'm just assigning a sub-2.
right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, because that's what's confusing about the wrap. Because if the
Yep.
wrap, you've got an end buyer,
Yep.
right? That's what I was saying. You assign that to another investor at that point with the wrap buyer already in place and the note already in place.
There you go.